everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We've got two teams here looking to find a way to win. It's the Aftershocks coming in at 9-3, going up against the Ravens, who come in at 10-2.
America's finest city on about as fine a Sunday afternoon as you're ever going to see. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the ball. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. It's going the other way. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Kaiser now. Oh, Kaiser can't get away, and he'll go down. Getting into the act on the opening drive here with a sack. And remember, they had 5 last week.
And they saw that on film, and that meant that they had to get together. Offensive coordinator, quarterbacks coach, offensive line coach, receivers coach, and say, how do we beat this pressure? Because everyone has to win against the defense and get the ball in the hands of the quarterback very quickly.
Second down, Kaiser. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Got a man, it's Brashad Perriman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Waters. And he's brought down. It's a pickup of 11 at a Baltimore first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down and put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw, and that is incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's going to have to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And this results in 6. Touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And the Ravens taking the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. So a 3rd and 9 and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
To throw is Kaiser. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Call it a gain of 3. And that'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Jake Shum to punt it away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And he's out of bounds up past the 15-yard line. 12 yards on the return that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll look to throw here. And he slings one that's incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
All right, now, look at 56. Here we go now. All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56.
He'll look to throw. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off at the 25. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
Well, number 1, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much. maybe a yard up to the 29.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's caught out left by Perriman. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Now a handoff looking right. And some space here. And he's got this one just across midfield to the 49. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. He'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Defense showing blitz. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That is caught. It's Perriman. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him 9 on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
And here now the offense heading back out there. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
And they go play action here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. On 2nd down, Kaiser again. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
On third down, Kaiser. He's got his man on the crossing route. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did. Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Let's go! Flex round! Ohio!
And the slot man goes in motion left. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Third and short yardage, Kaiser. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's fourth down.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown one interception. Almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. Now they try the right side here. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Gun now on 3rd down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And a great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. That goes for a gain of 31.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. 1:59 to go in the first half. My good friend Charles and I right back at you. after this. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. Back to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's third down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
They're going to look to throw. And some room to roam now. And avoids the contact by sliding. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
And to give this time to the tailback. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. And given 4 yards there, it'll be 2nd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
The Ravens on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw here. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
They'll drop to throw. That is caught at the 7. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And now the Ravens, they're just a 2-point conversion away from tying this up. So they're going to go for 2.
Let's go. 3-19. 3-19. All right, now look at 56.
They'll look to throw. Throws right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Able to spin free. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
Come on, let's go. Let's round.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Now, my apologies, Larry. I wanted to hear the report. Somebody's in a hurry, so we're going to get him right to quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. And give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Let's go. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Let's go.
Kaiser to throw it. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Flex round. Flex round. Here we go. Brand 38. Brand 38. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round.
Throwing again is Kaiser on 2nd and 10. Steps away to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Here we go. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex. Come on, let's go. Switch. Ohio.
To throw, Kaiser. Going up top. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate.
Here we go. Ohio. Let's go. Ohio. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends.
Ohio. Flex round. Flex round.
Kaiser looking middle, and it's incomplete. David Njoku was the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Flex round. Here we go. Let's go. Ohio.
Ball spotted at the 4. It's 2nd and goal. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And his guys have taken the lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now back to throw. To the right side to Eric Ebron. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And on 2nd and 10 now. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Waters. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down. Here comes the D swarming to the line. Now they'll run it on the toss. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Going to give this time to the tailback. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 11 yards on the pickup, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it, and boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup, and guess what?
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. They'll set up to throw. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws.
He's got a man complete. They give him a gain of 38. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're...
And now here's another interception. Picked off around the 27. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Following the interception, Kaiser. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Come on, let's go. What? 90. What? 90. 91 is the right. Mike 91. You want the ball, horse?
Now a second down throw for Kaiser. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Solomon Thomas in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. So a tough spot for Kaiser. The sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Now Kaiser. Forced out to his left. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here on EA Sports, as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one's going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd down and 12.
Here we go.
He'll look to throw. And he connects with Ebron. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he fires one incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have, it's chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions maybe in the back of his mind.
Now let's go.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack. Although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate north.
And the pressure gets to him again.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's going to go down again. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Here we go. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round.
Coleman, the man in motion right.
Flex round. Flex round.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
10 yards to go on 3rd.
Let's go. What? Ohio. 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 Ohio.
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
Switch.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And this one is right down the middle. And that will swell the lead to 16. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give him some breathing room and lets him build up a little cushion.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll make it a 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
He'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Fighting through, and he's got space. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And now a first down following that long gain. They go play action here on first down. Flushed out right. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. So the D-line's going to spread out. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Now a desperation throw. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And they're throwing here. Kaiser. Flush to his right. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. 2nd and very short here, less than a yard. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Let's go! Flex round! Flex round!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
Here's Jacob Shum now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And that kick will go out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. And now here come the Ravens. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Throw left side complete. It's Waters. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
You have to like the play call because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and then completions to use the clock.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to let it fly. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Following the flag, 1st and 20 now. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw. And got his man complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move.
We just saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because usually you have defenders in the middle of the field.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Larry Ogunjobi in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. Back to throw. Oh, look over the middle, and he's got Perriman. That one goes for 24 yards. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off inside the 10. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Trying to find a